Here we have a 17R MCU and a 325 OCU. At the moment the MCU is in passive mode. It's waiting for connection from an OCU to do anything. The key features in the MCU are the enclosure with the locking hinged lid. The input power comes in down here with the input power fuse, the power supply, two green LEDs, one for 12 volts, one for 3.3 volts, and above that the heartbeat LED, the SD card for memory, the real-time clock battery at the top, the radio module, and the three antenna connectors associated with the radio module on this model. There's a 2.4 GHz connector, and this unit has diversity for the sub-gigahertz, so there are two antenna connectors for the sub-gigahertz. At the top we can see the safety relays for the main contactor control, this one and this one. There is a fuse associated with them and two terminal blocks also associated with them. Underneath that we have the function relays. So these larger ones are typically used for the directionals, and the small one between is the speed step. There is also a fuse associated with those three relays, that one and the terminal block. And then for this group, this one, this relay, this fuse, this terminal block, etc. as we go down. At the bottom there's the start relay with its associated terminal block. You can see at the moment that the OCU is in sleep mode, it's turned off, there's no lights on at all. I can wake it to passive mode by pressing the on button. It wakes up, it goes through its self-test routine, comes back up with the status LED green, and the two LEDs on the right show the battery state. They will change as the battery gets lower. Green means it's a fully charged battery. And now it's in passive state, waiting for me to do something to start it up. In order to start it, we have to test the stop switch for safety reasons. So we press stop and on, and that starts the unit up. The status LED has now gone off, and we've got the flashing red LED on the stop command, showing that the stop is available. The status LED will not illuminate again until the battery gets low. When the battery gets low, it will start flashing amber when it's getting somewhat low, and red when it gets very low, and also the haptic vibration will also kick in at that point and start vibrating every 10 seconds. In the MCU you can see that the radio module has got a flashing red LED on it, indicating it's receiving RF. There's a green flashing LED up there indicating it's passing signal to the MCU, and the two safety relays up here are now turned on, and you can see by the side of them an LED indicating they're turned on. If I press a switch, I can get a direction, the other direction. If I press it to the second speed, you'll see the second speed relay comes on when I get to that point. For this particular group, which is configured as hoist, it has four relays. It has up second, down, and down second, which is down the bottom. So if I press down, you'll see it comes on down there. For the other relays, there's only a common second speed, so it doesn't matter whether I go up or down, it's a common second speed that comes on. In this particular controller, these two buttons for configuration 9 have been configured as another motion, so that one and that one. All motions are interlocked. If I press both at the same time, I will get no output. In configuration 9 also, these two have been configured for magnet or vacuum lift and drop, this one being lift. You need drop. To do drop, you need to press them both together for 3 seconds. That's the drop function. To stop, you can press the stop button. You get red status, get a green on the stop function. You can see a red because we've issued a stop command. The OCU goes back to passive state, and the MCU is also back to passive state. The relay's turned off. From here I can force the OCU to turn off by pressing this for 3 seconds. Or I could just wait for 3 minutes and it would also turn off automatically. So let's run through that start sequence again quickly. start the ECU, press wait until it's finished that, comes back with a green status, stop, start, stop, press and hold, stop, turn it off.